Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. Success or failure depends more upon attitude than upon capacity. Successful men act as though they have accomplished or are enjoying something. Soon it becomes a reality. Act, look, feel successful, conduct yourself accordingly, and you will be amazed at the positive results. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. A winner's attitude, it may be difficult, but it's possible. A loser's attitude, it may be possible, but it's too difficult. There is no more miserable human being than one in whom nothing is habitual but indecision. There is a law in psychology that if you form a picture in your mind of what you would like to be, and you keep and hold that picture there long enough, you will soon become exactly as you have been thinking. Every man who possibly can should force himself to a holiday of a full month in a year, whether he feels like taking it or not. I don't sing because I'm happy because I sing. Action seems to follow feeling, but really action and feeling go together. And by regulating the action, which is under the more direct control of the will, we can indirectly regulate the feeling, which is great emergencies and crises show us how much greater our vital resources are than we had supposed. Could the young but realize how soon they will become mere walking bundles of habits, they would give more heed to their conduct while in the plastic state. Whenever you're in conflict with someone, there is one factor that can make the difference between damaging your relationship and deepening it. That factor is attitude. Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune.
The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. Images of the future are a powerful and magnetic force. They draw us on and energize us, give us courage and will to take on important initiatives. Negative images of the future also have a magnetism. They pull the spirit downward in the path of despair. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Life is worth living, we can say, since it is what we make it. There is but one cause of human failure, and that is man's lack of faith in his true self. Action may not bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. If you believe that feeling bad or worrying long enough will change a past or future event, then you are residing on another planet with a different reality system. Most people never run far enough on their first win to find out they've got a second. When you have to make a choice and don't make it, that is in itself a choice. It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. Pessimism leads to weakness, optimism to power. If you want equality, act as if you already had it. The greatest use of a life is to spend it on something that will outlast it. Why should we think upon things that are lovely? Because thinking determines life. It is a common habit to blame life upon the environment. Environment modifies life, but does not govern life. The soul is stronger than its surroundings. Anything you may hold firmly in your imagination can be yours. Whenever two people meet, there are really 6 people present. There is each man as he sees himself, each man as the other person sees him, and each man as he really is. Our view of the world is truly shaped by what we decide to hear. The world we see that seems so insane is the result of a belief system that is not working. To perceive the world differently, we must be willing to change our belief system, let the past slip away, expand our sense of now, and dissolve the fear in our minds. Your hopes, dreams, and aspirations are legitimate. They are trying to take you airborne, above the clouds, above the storms, if you only let them. The art of being wise is knowing what to overlook. To change one's life, 1. Start immediately. 2. Do it flamboyantly. 3. No exceptions. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. Compared to what we ought to be, we are only half awake. We are making use of only a small part of our physical and mental resources. Stating the thing broadly, the human individual thus lives far within his limits. He possesses power of various sorts which he habitually fails to use. Wherever you are, It is your friends who make your world. Human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives. Procrastination is attitude's natural assassin. There's nothing so fatiguing as an uncompleted task. Genius, in truth, means little more than the faculty of perceiving in an unhabitual way. A man with no philosophy in him is the most inauspicious and unprofitable of all possible social mates. The strenuous life tastes better. As a rule, we disbelieve all the facts and theories for which we have no use. All our life, so far as it has definite form, is but a mass of habits. Wisdom is seeing something in a non-habitual manner. Our experience is what we attend to. Most unhappiness is caused because people listen to themselves instead of talking to themselves. Thoughts become perception. Perception becomes reality. Alter your thoughts, alter your reality. The good we do today becomes the happiness of tomorrow. What holds attention determines action. There is nothing so absurd that it cannot be believed as truth if repeated often enough. Circumstance does not make me, it reveals me. A man may not achieve everything he has dreamed, but he will never achieve anything great without having dreamed it first. Act the part, and you will become the part. Lives based on having are less free than lives based either on doing or being. Formula to live your dream. 1. Be bold. 2. Begin now. 3. No exceptions. Habit simplifies our movements, makes them accurate, and diminishes fatigue. To kill time is not murder. It's suicide. Once a decision is reached, stop worrying and start working. The minute a man ceases to grow, no matter what his years, that minute he begins to be old. Tension is a habit. Relaxing is a habit. Bad habits can be broken. Good habits formed. We forget that every good that is worth possessing must be paid for in strokes of daily effort. We postpone and postpone until those smiling possibilities are dead. By neglecting the necessary concrete labor, by sparing ourselves the little daily tax, we are positively digging the graves of our higher possibilities. When thoughts do not neutralize an undesirable emotion, action will. The mind is made up by what it feeds upon. If you give appreciation to people, you win their goodwill. But more important than that, practicing this philosophy has made a different person of me. If you want confidence, act as if you already have it. Try the as-if technique. Men habitually use only a small part of the power which they actually possess. If you only care enough for a result, you will almost certainly attain it. Only you must then really wish these things, and wish them exclusively, and not wish at the same time 100 other incompatible things just as strongly. Man lives in only one small room of the enormous house of his consciousness. He who refuses to embrace a unique opportunity loses the prize as surely as if he had failed. The power to move the world is in the subconscious mind. Man alone of all the creatures of earth can change his own pattern. Man alone is the architect of his own destiny. Keep the faculty of effort alive in you by a little gratuitous exercise every day. Our belief at the beginning of a doubtful undertaking is the one thing that assures the successful outcome of any venture. In business for yourself, not by yourself, effort is the one strictly undervalued and original contribution we make to this world.